Just us arguing.
Right. Hello. Welcome to Faith and. I am Andy. This is Ruth. We do a Christian podcast. It talks about the Bible and life and reality.
Please sponsor us.
Now, for your viewing pleasure, me and Ruth are going to have a best of 3 rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
Okay? Here we go. No, we're going 1, 2, 3, and then release. Yeah. Best of 3. Winner takes all. I am going to say the winner gets this pencil.
Excellent.
There we are. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Go.
1-0 to Ruth. 1, 2, 3.
Go. Yes.
2-0. There you go. That was it. Hope you had a good week. We've had an amazing. There's your pencil.
Thank you.
Well done. We've had a great week. Nothing exciting has happened. Hence, rock, paper, scissors. But
Please post down in the comments things that you would like us to talk about. Little banter bits at the beginning. Little competitions that we can do between each other.
If you'd like us to do food reviews, we're happy to. I'm happy to eat some chocolate and then sort of say, don't know if I feel about that chocolate.
If you send us the chocolate.
I'm happy for Ruth. Do you know what, Ruth?
What, Andy?
We've been doing this now for over a year.
We have.
And somebody promised us a golden cake.
Yes, I know, but then we got past the 12-month date and you said there had to be an appropriate moment for a golden cake and I couldn't just bring one along.
Well, I'm going to say the Olympics in a couple of weeks' time. Closing ceremony.
Okay.
We need a golden cake to tie in with the golden ceremony.
We need to find out when that is then. Is that August?
It's August. I want to say it's August. Maybe June. Well, it's not
It won't be June.
It's July,
July,
August time.
August.
Maybe you'll see us have a golden cake and an opening and closing ceremony to honour the Olympics.
Sure.
Maybe not. We'll see.
I will bring a golden cake for you.
We'll wait and see. Excitement times. You're going to have to keep checking back every week to see when we get the golden cake out.
We'll even post it on an Instagram, one of our Instagrams.
All of the Instagrams that we have.
I mean, we don't have a Faith and one, but we have
Not
NYC
yet.
Barrow and Furnace NYC. Go follow us.
Yeah. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff.
Click all the links.
That was my thing. So, there you go. Golden cake. We haven't had it yet. It's coming soon.
Yes.
We did get the Crocs for Christmas.
We did get the Crocs.
I have to say I've been converted as well.
I know you how you love them, don't you?
I do use them quite a bit.
Mine are useful. Mine sit by the back door so I can just slip them on to go outside.
Exactly. You know, and as soon as it gets summer and we're in those lakes.
Yeah, true.
Oh,
True.
those Crocs are getting in there.
Yeah, can we just talk about the English weather and the fact that it's the end of May as we're recording this and summer has not come at all?
Although, I do like that somebody did say that spring was basically a transitional period between everything in winter and everything in summer.
Yeah.
And so actually, May being part of spring, having, snow and things like that, which is
we
winter.
had a bit of everything, didn't we?
Actually isn't that bad. So, but yes, last year comparable.
Yeah.
We had a heat wave.
Yeah, it was great. We
So-
had a really long, nice summer last year.
Fingers crossed that summer goes all the way through to December.
Well, no.
And Christmas is on a beach in 36 degrees with a barbecue.
No, thank you.
No?
No, I like the winter. I just like a bit of summer in between, so I appreciate the winter more.
Okay, there you go. Let us know what your favourite season is below. Ruth's winter.
No, well, it's autumn, really. But...
Always one, isn't it?
Sorry.
It's because she likes Halloween. Anyway, we're going to leave that there and move on. I like summer. There
Great.
you go. And right,
Because you love a barbecue.
Who doesn't?
I mean, they're fine, but I don't love them like you do.
Oh, everything should be barbecued.
Excellent. Should we look at the Bible?
Yes, I've been trying to get us there for the last couple of minutes.
So what have we been doing the last... Okay, wow.
That was a
10
scary
minutes
face.
left. Do you want to recap the last month?
Yeah, so we've been looking over this month at Jesus' heart and the heart of who Jesus is, how his heart beats for us, what it shows us, what it teaches, how it feels towards us. And we looked at the fact it was gentle, humble, and gives us a place to rest. We looked at the idea of compassion and that we can find compassion that moves towards us and says, I want to be there and do things for you. Last week we looked at his idea of sympathy and that actually his heart is sympathetic. It can go through and understand what we're going through because he's done it before. And this week we are still in Hebrews. We're in Hebrews 5, so not 4, we're in 5. Last week it was 4. This week it's 5. Just going to make that clear. 5.
Sorry, what is it?
5 verse 2. Not 1, 2. And it says, he is able to deal gently with those who are ignorant and are going astray, since he himself is subject to weakness. And just want to think about what it means to go astray for a little bit before we look at what Jesus' heart for us really is. So what does it mean for you, Ruth, if someone says, oh, he's gone astray?
It's when you're veering off, isn't it? So when you've gone astray, I think of people who, if I'm going for imagery, someone who's kind of on a path, and if you've gone astray, maybe you've just wandered off into the woods, or maybe there's a little path one way and it's not the path that you know you should be following, and you've just gone off in a direction that's probably not the best.
And what would happen if you carried on walking down that route? What would you eventually become?
Really bad stuff.
I was going to say lost.
Okay, lost.
Home.
The bears might come out of the woods, who knows?
Yes. Particularly if you've called somebody baldy. That's a biblical reference, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah. So, quick aside, in the Old Testament, you can go and look this up and find it. Some young people have been calling one of the prophets baldy. Yeah, they've been going, go on up, baldy, go on up. Right? And he prays to God, and God sends 2 bears to maul the young people.
And where can we find that to go and look that up?
It's somewhere in the Bible.
Excellent.
I'll find it during a moment in this.
Just put it in the description.
Yeah. So there you go. Quick aside. But anyway, so you eventually get lost.
Yes.
Back on point. So when you go astray, it's the starting point for getting lost.
Yes.
So what do you need, when you're lost? You need somebody to come
and help to guide you back.
Yeah, to guide you back.
A map.
When a dog goes astray, eventually you end up with all these posters around the town saying lost dog, because the dog's run off, it's gone astray. And this is what this sort of verse is saying. Jesus is there, this high priest, because they're still talking about the high priest that we mentioned, Jesus, is there to guide us back.
And we all go astray as well. I think that's worth mentioning, that this isn't for particularly bad people or whatever.
No.
We all go astray in certain bits of our life, and when sin takes hold or whatever, and it's just we all get to that point where we start to go astray, and we need Jesus to guide us back into doing and living in the right way.
And that's the thing, how far astray we go depends on us. So that's what I'm saying. We can continue walking the wrong way, and we know we're going to end up lost. We can try and find our way back ourselves and end up lost.
Yeah.
Or we can actually say, we need somebody who can guide us back round. And the quicker we do that, the easier it becomes to find our way back on track.
Yeah.
But the whole point of today is that Jesus' heart is to guide us in our life. He wants the best for us. He wants to show us the right route. And yet we, as we've said, we decide that looks better. That looks easier.
Yeah.
That looks prettier.
Yeah.
That's more Instagrammable.
Yeah.
So we're going to go down there. And actually Jesus saying, no, that's not the route.
Yeah.
But because he lets us go, he then has to gently bring us back.
Yeah.
And that's what this verse is all about. His heart is to guide us forward in our lives.
And it's really interesting, isn't it? The language used, that he wants to guide us. It's not that he's going to find where we are, pick us up and put us back on the path. There's a journey that it takes, and it goes back to what we were saying earlier, that he walks alongside us, and he has sympathy and compassion and wants to help us. He doesn't want to do it for us. He wants to help us go back to the right place. I can imagine him finding us in those woods, and going, look, I've got this map, let's do it together and get back on that path.
Yeah. You see, I don't think Jesus would come alongside and say, there you go, see you later.
Yeah.
But there's also that he'll let us make decisions as we go. And again, how far astray we go depends on us, because God can come alongside and say, up to here, now what do you want to do?
Yeah.
And the next point you go, well, actually, I want that one. He's not going to force you to go the way he wants. He wants to journey with you. He wants to walk alongside you. And he'll, as we've said, he'll be watching those mistakes saying, I'm still here.
Yeah.
I'm still ready if you want. I'm still ready as you go astray. But his heart is to guide us forward. His heart is to steer us gently into the right ways. So, think about where you see that happen in your life. For me, I ended up at Bible college by mistake, you know. But looking back, I can go, actually, God was steering that ship. He was making, you know, that way open.
Well, I think there are two different types of guidance in that then, aren't there? Because there's the guidance we know we need. So, you know, when we are swearing too much and we want to stop that, and we ask for God's guidance in how to do that, or, you know, whatever else that might be. But those kind of sins are everyday sins that we know we need help with. And then there's that guidance that is... we don't really realise is happening, but hindsight is this wonderful thing that you look back and go, oh my goodness, God was in that the whole time, and look how he guided me to that place, and the stops we made along the way, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And both are just as valid, and Jesus is in both of them and guiding us in both of those circumstances. But I think, yeah, there are two different types there, aren't there, almost?
You know, and take a look at your own life and think, actually, where are you going astray and you need God to pull you back in? But also, where has he been leading and guiding you in that gentle, quiet, sort of meandering path? You know, and reflect on that and think about that over the course of this week. And we'll be back next week.
Yes.
Maybe with golden cakes. We'll see if it's Olympics time. Ooh, it might not be. We'll see. Keep watching. Keep staying tuned. Like, subscribe, do all of those things. Check out the fun-filled activity worksheets that we produce down below on our Patreon. It's free. You might have to sign up on the Patreon, but don't worry about putting bank details in. We're never asking you for money. It's all there. Enjoy, like, subscribe. I said that. Comment, like Ruth, and see you next week.
See you next